You probably use AI every day for homework, coding, or just generating memes. But there is a massive, invisible crisis hiding right behind your screen. Every single time you ask an AI a question, it generates heat. Not just a little bit. We're talking about a slow-motion thermal inferno happening in server rooms all over the world. To put this in perspective, just one of these massive AI data centers uses as much power and generates as much heat as a city of 100,000 homes. The new chips powering AI are absolute beasts. A single processing unit can draw over 1,000 watts. Imagine running an industrial hairdryer on maximum heat, 24/7, inside a tiny metal box. When you stack dozens of these super hot chips together into a single server rack, the heat density goes off the charts. We are now seeing racks that push well past 100 kilowatts of power. Here is the problem. Traditional data centers just use giant fans to blow cold air around. But air cooling maxes out at around 20 kilowatts. It's like trying to put out a campfire with a desk fan. Air is simply too thin. The physical molecules literally cannot absorb and carry away the heat fast enough to keep these new AI supercomputers from cooking themselves alive. Because they're trying so desperately to keep up, data centers are spending up to 40% of their total electricity just on running giant air conditioners. It is wildly inefficient, and it is incredibly expensive. By the year 2026, the cost to simply keep these tech machines from overheating is going to hit a staggering $22.8 billion globally. The stakes are massive. If a data center's cooling system blinks, even for just a few minutes, the servers will literally melt down. It is a billion-dollar disaster waiting to happen. So, the tech world is making a radical shift. We have to ditch the giant fans and move from air cooling to liquid cooling. Water is hundreds of times better at absorbing heat than air. The first step is called direct-to-chip cooling. Instead of blowing air around the whole room, we pump cold liquid through tiny metal pipes that rest directly on top of the silicon chips. Engineers are even getting microscopic with it. They're actually carving tiny, microfluidic channels right into the chips themselves, so the cooling liquid flows directly through the hardware's veins. To handle all this high-tech plumbing at scale, companies are building massive coolant distribution units. LG's newest system can manage 1.4 megawatts of heat in a single setup. But AI is evolving fast. What happens when a next generation of chips gets even hotter? How do you cool a piece of metal that runs hotter than a kitchen oven? You dump the whole thing. The wildest new tech is immersion cooling. Entire servers are lowered completely into vats of engineered, non-conductive fluid. No fans, just a high-tech bath. And it works flawlessly. These liquid immersion systems can capture 97% of the heat generated by the AI, completely eliminating the risk of overheating. We are also getting smarter about how power travels. Upgrading to advanced direct current grids cuts the energy lost during power conversion from 25% down to just 15%. But here's the absolute coolest part of this story. All that incredibly hot liquid we just pulled away from the servers is not waste anymore. It is a valuable thermal asset. Instead of venting it into the sky, data centers in Northern Europe are piping this boiling water directly into city grids. They are using AI waste heat to warm up thousands of actual homes during the winter. Because these liquid-cooled systems are so tight and efficient, we can pack them into smaller, modular data centers. These can be dropped into a city and running in just a few months to keep up with demand. AI is even learning to cool itself. Smart algorithms monitor the servers in real time, instantly shifting data processing jobs away from hot server racks to cooler ones to balance the thermal load. Think of it like an operating system, but for temperature. Tech companies are building thermal APIs to manage their cooling hardware just as smoothly as they manage their software. It is not totally perfect yet, though. Traditional liquid cooling still evaporates billions of liters of drinking water. We have to be careful not to trade our power crisis for a water crisis. For decades, A data center was just a noisy, mysterious black box. It chugged massive amounts of electricity and spit out useless, damaging exhaust heat into the atmosphere. Now it is evolving. The data center of the future is a self-balancing, liquid-cooled, AI-managed organism. It is a completely closed loop where nothing is wasted. And this evolution is happening just in time. The next generation of AI cabinets are going to require over 1 megawatt of power each. The heat is only going up from here. The big question remains: can our global power grids and water supplies actually handle this endless scaling of artificial intelligence? That is still a massive question mark. But by catching the fire, capturing the heat, and recycling it to power our cities, the tech industry is proving that sometimes the biggest problem can become its own solution. The data center of the 2030 won't just consume energy, it will recycle it. If you want to keep exploring the wild edge of science and technology, hit that like button and subscribe to LumScience.